Okay, welcome back. Last time we rebuilt our team and made our way through Victory Road, and now we're at the Pokemon League. So I'm just going to do a quick team recap before I actually head on into 5 Elite Four. Everyone is at level 63. So we have Kaya Electivire holding the Magnet, Impish Nature, Effect Sport as its ability, with Thunder Punch, Shockwave, Low Kick, and Crunch. We have Lucario, which I still don't have a name for, with Naive Nature, Shadow Tag, Force Palm, Extreme Speed, RSV, and Dragon Pulse. I'm going to move RSV at the top slot, just because it's a bit stronger. We have Venomoth with Lonely Nature, Adaptability, holding the Choice Specs. I got a Signal Beam for, we learned Psychic, and we also learned Bug Buzz, which I taught over Signal Beam. Holding the Choice Specs does kind of make Leech Life a little bit redundant though, so I might swap that out at a later time if it survives. Or I might just take the Choice Specs off it, but who knows. Then we have Vermilion the Houndoom, Rash Nature with Filter. Still very much at the mercy of TMs, but it learned Nasty Plot and I got rid of Feint Attack for it, and it learned Crunch over Bite. But other than that, it's just holding the Charcoal and nothing else has changed. Then we have Marumi, Banat, still on the team, still loving that Banat, holding the Spooky Plate, Careful Nature, Immunity, and it just hits pretty hard. Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Sneak being a priority move and burn damage are very important to me. And Nightshade, if I run into something super defensive, that's my go-to. And finally we have Renekton the Feraligatr holding the King's Rock, Naughty Nature, Speed Boost, so it's incredibly fast after like turn 2. Then we also have Waterfall, Crunch, Fire Punch, and Ice Fang. In addition to that, I went and checked out the, the Game Corner, and most of the TMs kind of sucked. The main takeaway was they had TM 44, which is normally Rest, and that can be Attack Order, so that's normally Vespercoin's special move. I'm not going to teach it to anything yet, but it's nice to have. So now we just talk to this guy, and, well, he'll just examine all of our badges to make sure we have them all. So we have the Cool Badge, the Forest Badge, the Relic Badge, the Cobble Badge, the Fen Badge, the Mine Badge, the Icicle Badge, and the Beacon Badge. With that, all are checked, and we can head on in and fight the Elite Four. Also, in Scholastic Town they sold Ethers, so I went and stocked up on those as well. Where are they? Where'd I put them? Oh, there they are. Also, hang on, wait. I also need to go and sell this Max Revive. Because I'm working on the logic of, if I have it in my inventory, I feel like I'll feel like there'll be the temptation to use it if I lose something, and I don't want to. And I don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's head on in. So this is a pretty standard Elite Four, basically. You just fight them all back to back, and then you fight the champion at the end. Also, in Platinum, everyone has, like, something to make their room unique, because in Original Diamond and Pearl, they are not unique in the slightest. So, let's move on up and fight Aaron of the Elite Four. He's the first, and to this day, only bug. Yeah, to this day, he's the only bug user in the Elite Four. So, I mean, that's a very honourable distinction he has, I think. And he leads with a Staraptor. Okay, so I'm going to be over-leveled for Aaron, over-leveled for Bertha, about on level with Flint, and then I'll be about on level with Lucian, if not a bit under, and then I'll definitely be under-level for Cynthia. If I've done the maths correctly, Cynthia's ace should be level 71. Also, 10 out of 10, he led with a Staraptor, and we just managed to one-shot it. Okay, no reason to not go for Thunder Punch again, because this is another part Flying type. And that should one-shot. That's Focus Sash, of course it does. Also, I know he must have at some point, but I don't remember Aaron ever appearing in the anime. Like, I don't remember him ever appearing in the anime. I'm a bit rusty on Diamond and Pearl's anime, but like, I don't remember him ever turning up. And also that defense drop is completely useless. I'm just going to use Shockwave to conserve a tiny bit of PP for Thunder Punch. But yeah, I remember the others all turning up, but like, I don't remember him ever doing so. But anyway, another thing about Aaron is something that I've mentioned already in this playthrough. And normally he has a Drapion, and it's just the fact that the first, like, I can't be the only person this happened to. The fact that it isn't a bug type. He's a bug trainer, it's not a bug type. Like, it evolves from Skorupi, and Skorupi is 100% bug poison type. But once it evolves, it becomes poison dark, and as a result, that's no longer a bug type. And I feel like that really caught people off guard the first time they played through the game. That, or maybe I'm just... Maybe it's either that, or maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, so then we can swap to Vermilion and just Flamethrower, because I am aware that, well, I didn't really get any time to show Vermilion in the last episode, so I would quite like to hopefully be able to get some screen time for it. One, because I really like Houndoom, and two, I just like Houndoom. And as I say that, it is time to swap to Lucario and just Aura Sphere this Persian into the next dimension. It is level 60 though, so I assume this must be his ace. And Aura Sphere hits, 10 out of 10, and because of things having their level up movesets, like, I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't know how to change that. Like, I don't know how to change the thing, so it's like, oh, they'll have TMs and everything. I don't know how to change that, so I'm kinda stuck with it. Okay, basically, with that, we've successfully beat the first of the Elite Four members, and also, I love how he's just like, back to training camp, let's hear it for me! Like, I don't know, I always have found that really funny. I don't know why. Maybe I just had very low standards of comedy as a kid. Then again, judging by what I laugh at now, I might still also have very low standards. Then again, I don't know, whatever. Whatever, we're just gonna move straight on in and fight the next person. Because we have 5 battles to do. Well, 4 now, because we've already beaten Aaron, so in we go. Oh, for battle number 2, where we would fight the normally ground type Bertha. Preference for a ground type Pokemon. I'm gonna guess 1. I'm gonna guess she has 1 ground type. Also, 2 things about Bertha. One, the main first one. Also, I'm gonna try to not speed up for these. I'm just gonna crunch. Don't know why. Honestly, I thought that would probably one-shot. But yeah, 2 things about Bertha. One, I know I've already mentioned this earlier in the playthrough, but normally she has a female Hippowdon as her ace, and the first time I saw it, I was convinced it was a shiny. Because, like the male and female Hippowdons are completely different colors. And I just assumed that, like, it's a completely separate color to the like, the female one is a completely separate color. Surely this must be the shiny. And no, it just turns out that male and female Hippowdon look more different than Hippowdon to its shiny. And I didn't see what was coming in. I feel like Renekton's probably my safest bet. Mostly just because he has the most coverage. But yeah, I should probably pay more attention. A Sea King? Oh, I should have stayed in. I should have just stayed in. Fortunately, we do have Crunch. And actually, this could work in our favor, because this means we can get some speed boost stacks up. So hopefully we can just work from there. But yeah, the second thing is, there's never anything to even imply it, never mind confirm it. But I don't know, ever since I first played in the games, I've always just thought that, like, Bertha and Agfa could reasonably be related. I don't know, I've always thought that Bertha, Agfa, and Karen could be, like, in some way related. I think it's mostly just the hair. Maybe I'm just weird. But, like, I feel like they could be. And in comes a Lapras, as I think this is her ace, which is level 63. And hopefully this will go a lot smoother than the last time I had to fight a Lapras in the Elite Four. Because anyone who saw Pokemon Fire Red and the trials and tribulations I had fighting Lorelei and her Lapras, like, that was not friendly. Neither was that Hydro Pump. That was a lot of damage. Fortunately, with one more Oresvia, we bring down this Lapras, and we should... I think she should have one Pokemon left. Because that should be 4 down. And a Luminion. Okay, yeah, we can swap back to Kai for this. We can just swap back to Kai and go for the Thunder Punch. Wait, could Kai just Thunder Punch through her entire team? She had what? Luminion, Seaking, Lapras. Luminion, Seaking, Lapras. Ditto, Staraptor. Yeah, we could just Thunder Punch through her entire team. But either way, there goes Luminion. Kai will go up to level 64. Fortunately, I can't. That doesn't mean I have to stop using them. My level cap was 63 for when I was going in. And well, hopefully we can make it through, because after this, my level cap basically just skyrockets. Because I don't know what my next level cap will be, because I don't know what level everyone on, like, the Battle Resort Island normally is. But I know that it'll be, like, I know, probably the early level 80s or something for the like, Elite Four rematches. But I also have to do the rematches for all of the gym leaders and everything as well, so, who knows how that goes. Anyway, in we go to now fight the third of the Elite Four, and honestly, I mean, Electabuzz is doing so much work, I see no reason to not lead with him. Okay, so, also, full disclosure, I'm recording this 2 days since I fought Vulkner. So, hasn't been all that long. Okay, so yeah, basically it's just like, yeah, thanks for fighting Vulkner, and you really, like, brought his spark back to battle again. And now, well, now we gotta fight Flint. You know, and in case you couldn't tell by his name, his look, or the room that we're fighting in being on fire, yeah, he's a fire-type trainer normally. And he leads with a Skuntank, okay. Actually, that would kind of be... Skuntank would kind of fit with the rest of the Pokemon that he has in regular Diamond and Pearl, because normally he has the Drifblim, Veloppany, and the Steelix, which obviously aren't fire-type, but they all have fire-type moves. And Skuntank does... Okay. And Skuntank does actually learn Flamethrower by level up. So it could have fit with his original Diamond and Pearl team. Also, that thing just went for Memento, and fortunately seeing Sandslash coming in, I'm gonna swap out to Renekton anyway. So basically, he just got rid of his own Skuntank for pretty much nothing. And, okay, this, whatchamacallit, this Sandslash is level 63, I think all of its Pokemon might be. So now we are officially on level, and we didn't actually get the one-shot with that. I'm kind of surprised, although Vedian Sandslash does have 3 solid physical defense, so I can't be too surprised. I guess I'll let him heal, Crunch, and then Waterfall again. Just hit him with the combo. So we just hit him with Crunch, chip away his health just a teensy little bit, we get buffed by the Sandstorm a little bit, and, well, we just get more speed boosts. Waterfall should probably finish off Sandslash from here. 10 out of 10, there that goes. And also, I wish I had analogies about Flint or stories about him. I don't. So, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous... I don't remember if yeah, I'm gonna go with a million for this. Because the Venusaur coming in. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous episode, because, well, no, it'd be 2 episodes ago when I was fighting Vulkner. In the post-game, you do actually have to fight Flint and Vulkner together, and their teams mirror each other. They both have their ace, so they have their Electivire and their Magmortar, which is really cool. Then they have a Jolteon and a Flareon, and then they also have a Houndoom and a Luxray. And I always thought it was just really cool that their teams kind of mirror each other, since they're like counterparts and also best friends. I always thought that was super cool. And I think we should have 2 Pokemon left now. In comes Mighty N out, so it is time to swap to Lucario and just Oresvia this thing. Okay, yeah, he does have 2 Pokemon left. Okay. I'm gonna be totally honest, I'd forgotten I'd moved Oresvia, and... Yeah, I kind of meant to go for Aura Sphere there. It doesn't make any difference because he just wasted a turn using Embargo, which is perhaps the most useless move. Like, I know that like there's moves like Quash and things at later gens, but like, I feel as if Embargo is probably the worst move in Pokemon. Because like, even under normal circumstances, you're probably never going to use it. And the AI doesn't really even see much benefit from it either. Like, in comes a Glalie. Honestly, Lucario is close enough to level 64 that I'm just going to keep it in. I'm just going to keep the Lucario in and just go for Aura Sphere. Also, Glalie is such a sad Pokemon. It's got base 80 stats across the board, so it basically just doesn't excel at anything, and it's also shackled with pure Ice typing. So, yeah, it's very unfortunate. Also, I'm very glad it didn't do anything, because I don't think it does. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure it learns Sheer Cool, and I'm very glad that if it does have it, that it didn't use it. And Force Palm will just, you know, just knock out the Glalie, and with that is 3 out of 5 dealt with. Okay, so, yep, 10 out of 10, progress, we are getting there, but right down to cinders. Now I'm going to leave this room, because much like the room I'm actually sat in recording this, it is likely uncomfortably hot in that room. I say that as it's been like, I think today has maybe been the coolest day this week. Note, at the time of me recording this, there is a heat wave, basically like across most of Europe. And I think Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are meant to be just like ungodly hot, so not looking forward to those. Anyway, time to fight the 4th and final of the Elite Four, Lucian. Also, he says that he's just finished reading a book, which does lead me to a question. And that question is, two questions actually, they are tangentially linked. One, she doesn't get introduced until Gen 5, but is he reading a lot of Chantal's books? And 2, do they have an interaction in Pokemon Masters that can confirm or deny this? Because I don't actually play Pokemon Masters. Also, I'm gonna go for Shockwave here, mostly because I'm concerned about the idea that this slacking probably does still have counter. Okay, goes for punishment. That shouldn't do too much, because we don't have any stat boosts. Like, we don't have any stat boosts up, and I think punishment scales the more stat boosts you have. However, I also can't swap out. Normally, I just swap out to Lucario here. However, I can't actually do that. I can't swap out because this thing has Shadow Tag, and I remember that from the previous ones I've fought. And now the question becomes, can Thunder Punch kill from this range? Like, I don't know if slacking is heavy enough for low kick to do like maximum damage. So I think you know what, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for low kick. I'm gonna go for low kick and hope. Okay, 10 out of 10. It did bring down the slacking. So Kai is momentarily safe. In comes another Infernape. Okay, so once again, we're just going to swap out, send in Renekton, and we're assumably going to eat a close combat in a second. Okay, a level 63 Infernape. Goes for close combat, and this thing should have Flare Blitz, but obviously it's not going to do that because we're Water type. And Waterfall should probably now one-shot, partially because we're pretty strong anyway, and also, you know, it did just reduce its stat. So Infernape, tragically, goodbye. Goodbye, Infernape. And Speed Boost comes through. In comes Lantern. What do I want to send in to fight this? I think Venomoth. I think Venomoth might be my best bet here. Okay, so 3 Pokemon left. Lantern comes in level 62. I'm gonna go for Bug Buzz, because if I have to get locked in on anything, I might as well be locked in on the stab move that gets the adaptability boost. Okay, that does, what, about 75-80%? And Okay, just Aqua Rings to heal itself back up. So now we finish off with a Lantern with no issues. I will call that a monumental success. In comes Dragonite. I'm gonna go to Lucario for this. I would go to Feraligatr and use Ice Fang, but I am a little bit concerned because we are just a little bit weakened from this. And we do have Dragon Pulse on Lucario. And also, I would have gone to Banette because our Dragonite that we have in the box, it has Normalized. But I'm concerned that this one might not, because I know that because obviously some Pokemon do have multiple abilities available to them. And well, we managed to get through without any issue anyway. And the last Pokemon is a Dusknoir. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna risk Marumi on this, because I haven't sent Banette out at all in this Elite Four so far. And that is level 67 actually. And we missed the Will-O-Wisp. And I think Banette's dead. Banette is dead. I don't know if I'm sad or annoyed or both. I should have just gone to Houndoom straight away. But no, that's what happens. Crunch doesn't even do half. Okay, I guess we get stuck in now because of Nuzlocke. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Vermilion, seek revenge for me. And by that I mean I'm going to Nasty Plot 3 times, because this Dusknoir is not going to be able to do much. That's actually too much damage. Okay, I'm going to Nasty Plot twice, and I'm going to Flamethrower this thing into the next dimension. Watch as it crits now. It's going to crit. Colin, it's going to crit. Okay, it didn't crit. 10 out of 10. Now it's going to just perish to a +4 Flamethrower. I am very upset about losing Banette. Like, I really wanted to keep that Banette, because, well, I love Banette. It's such a good Pokemon. Okay. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Banette, as much as I do love Banette and think it's a really good Pokemon, it's not actually all that good for Pokemon. If it had, like, funnily enough, I've had a good few Pokemon with Speed Boost in this playthrough. If it had Speed Boost, it genuinely could have been really strong. Or maybe if I'd just gone for Shadow Sneak. I don't think it would have one-shot, but whatever. Tragic, but we move on without... It's a tragic loss, but we move on. And now, well, that's the Elite Four defeated. So now we have to have the long walk down the corridor to the championship match. And I'm just going to let this play out for a second. Okay, now it's time to fight Cynthia. Which, I imagine for a lot of people is like childhood nightmare boss territory. Okay, so she leads with a Rapidash level 66. So her first Pokemon is stronger than our highest level. So it's kind of a scary start. But you know what? We can work with this. Flare Blades? Oh no. Okay. Okay, we got the Paralysis. Thunder Punch can kill from here, hopefully. Rapidash isn't very defensive. I'm gonna crit. Okay, 10 out of 10. Good job. There goes for Rapidash. In comes an Amber Palm. I can swap to Lucario for this. And just go for... whatchamacallit. I can just go for Aura Sphere. And this should... It might not one-shot, but it'll come really close. It'll probably drop it into healing range at minimum. No, it just one-shots. Okay, so that goes another one of Cynthia's Pokemon. In comes a Feraligatr. Hers will have Super Power, because mine wanted to learn it. gonna go to Venomoth. I'm gonna go to Venomoth and Bugbears. Also, I feel like I should probably mention it. I really love this background. Like, this looks super cool. Level 68? That is, rather high level, but not quite the ace. The ace should be level 71. And there goes the Feraligatr. In comes a Celebi. Well, I might as well stay in, because, well, we have quad effective stab, Bugbears. Okay, Celebi doesn't go for Psychic, instead going for Heal Block, so we should be good here. Bugbears hits, and should one-shot Celebi. It's quad effective stab, adaptability, choice specs. There's no way it's taking that hit. Okay, so I think she has 2 Pokemon left now. A Sunflora? Well... Her ace is for Sunflora! Oh no. And we got a crit. Venomoth just sweeping Cynthia's team. Nidoqueen is our last Pokemon. Okay, let's swap to Renekton and finish this off with some Waterfall. I imagine this will probably take 2 Waterfalls. And, well, this has been rather anticlimactic. Because, honestly, the Rapidash was kind of the most threatening thing, and then I kind of just, like, swept away her entire team. Without really much effort or thought. And now we just got a speed boost, and now we outspeed the Nidoqueen. And, well, with that, there goes Cynthia's last Pokemon. And, well, now we're champion of Sinnoh. And the Nidoqueen falls, and that is Cynthia defeated. And, yeah. I'll call that a monumental success. Truly an outstanding battle. That gave the spot a Pokemon need to maximize the power, and that led us to victory. And with that, now we just need to, you know, take an elevator and head on up to the Hall of Fame. Because, I will say, like, cool, like, I like how a carpet kind of, like, hangs down. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that effect. It's sort of cool. Okay, so, well, we make our way into the Hall of Fame, and, you know, I do like how the champion shows you into the Hall of Fame. Also, why is Professor Rowan here? Like, how did he know? Like, how did he know we were challenging the Elite Four? Anyway, with that, we've now we've become champion now. Oh, and, also, I guess Professor Rowan's allowed in the Hall of Fame, partially because he's the professor and knows all stuff, and I guess Cynthia did invite him in. Also, how long has Cynthia actually been champion? How old is Cynthia? like, that's what I want to know. If our character has, like, I don't know, like 10, 12, like, how old is Cynthia, and, like, how long has she been champion? Either way, with that, we can now be registered into the Hall of Fame. Even with the one tragic loss, which was entirely my fault, and I'm genuinely kind of upset about it. But with that, well, we welcome Kai the Electivire, met at the Salacion Ruins. Lucario, I never thought of a name for it. Lucario. That we caught in Route 214, Venomoth, that we caught in the Trophy Garden, Vermilion the Houndoom, that we met in Veilstone City when that guy gave us a Porygon, the tragically dead Maromi the Banette that we caught when we revived a fossil, Renekton the Feraligatr that we caught in Sunny Shore City, and with that, well, we've now become Pokemon League champion of Sinnoh. However, we aren't quite done with the game yet. However, I am going to let the credits play out, because I'm going to ramble about the game so far. I'm going to give my, like, I'll give my end of the game, like, end summary at the end of the game. Because I am going to go and do the Battle Frontier stuff, and, well, I'm going to go show off the Battle Frontier, do the stuff around the island, catch the legendaries, and also go and rebattle all the gym leaders, and then do these rematches. However, I do have a slight question/problem with that. Mainly, there is a weekly rival battle that you can do, and to get to the highest level for it, like, I'd have to, like, I might drop the save into PK Hex and see if I can just mess around with it that way, to get it to be available. But there is a final battle with your rival, but to do it you have to be registered into the Hall of Fame 20 times, I think. And obviously I'm not gonna run through the Elite Four 20 times to get them registered. Because honestly, by the time I do that, well, by the time I beat the Elite Four 20 times, I'd probably be like level 100. And then I'd, you know, just sweep his team effortlessly. So, basically, I'm just saying this now because it's entirely possible that I might not do that final battle. Like, I'll see if there's a way I can get around... I'll see if there's a way I can work around it, but I'm not gonna say for 100% certain that I'll do it. But after this, there should probably be, like, maybe, like, 6 or 7 episodes, I think. But so far, I would call this playthrough a success. It definitely went downhill for me in the second half, not gonna lie. Because obviously we were doing so well, we didn't lose a single Pokemon until we were investigating the lakes after getting the 6th badge. We had 6 badges by the time we lost 1 Pokemon. And then we lost Heracross. And then in, I think it was the then it was like 2 episodes later, we lost Sceptile. And I had to re-record 2 episodes. I had to re-record the episode of the Valley Wind Works, and I had to re-record the episode on the way up to Snow Point City. And that was a kind of giant hassle. As a little workaround, fortunately I managed to have save states and just kind of like play back to where I was. Which is why those 2 episodes ended up with some discrepancies. You know, and then we had the fight with Vulkner, which genuinely could not have gone worse. Like, it was going so well. Well, it was going okay. And then that Yanmega got a flinch. That Yanmega getting a flinch genuinely nearly just ended the playthrough. Straight up. Like, that flinch killed Gorbis, killed Gliscor, killed Grumpig. It killed so many of my Pokemon. And Lucario and Banette were the only survivors there. So that's what led to the addition of the new Pokemon. But, yeah. Honestly, the Elite Four went rather alarmingly smoothly. I think maybe I actually put my level cap a tiny bit too high. But to be honest, like, due to the nature of the randomizer, it could have been anything. I just got incredibly lucky with Adaptability Venomoth being able to just one-shot pretty much Cynthia's entire team. But yeah, like, I'll call that a success. And we have plenty of stuff left to do. We have an entire separate island to do. Then I'll have to do something. I'll have to do something to, like, get into the Snow Point Temple. Because getting into the Snow Point Temple is one thing. Awakening Regigigas for that legendary encounter is another. But I imagine that's probably just like a tick box you could throw on in PK Hex. I'll be honest, I still don't know how to use PK Hex. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, the next episode will be arriving at the Battle Frontier, the double battle where you team with your rival against Flint and Vulkner, and then the start of the Battle Frontier stuff. Then the episode after that will be more Battle Frontier stuff and just showing off the last of the facilities. Then we'll be investigating the island. Then after that, episode after that will be probably heading up to Stark Mountain, and also doing the stuff helping Marley will be in there somewhere. Then after that we have the Legendaries episode, then the rematches with all the gym leaders and all the, like, assistants. And then after that will be the final episode, where we rebattle the Elite Four and the champion. And if possible, the rival. No promises on that, but I'll see what I can do for that. So, with that, that is the main game of Pokemon Platinum done. So So, I will be continuing this, obviously. I just listed off what I'm going to be doing for the next few episodes. But, if this is where the series ends for you, then, thanks for watching. Hope you consider, you know, the usual buttons and everything. And if not, if you're still interested in seeing how the remainder of my potentially disastrous Sinnoh journey goes, well, they'll be continuing for probably like another week and a half, 2 weeks. Weeks after which I have no idea what I'm going to be playing. But, yeah. So, pretty much in this one we did manage to defeat the Elite Four on Cynthia, tragically losing Burnett in the process. But, well, I'll hopefully see you all in the next one where we'll be continuing and starting up the post-game of Pokemon Platinum. Okay, later.